By pseudopodia.
Yes, pseudopodia. Okay, very good. Now see here, see whichever the organism is there. Okay, it may be the animals, it may be human beings, it may be plants, it may be parasites. Okay, they are the structure, how it is designed. Okay, so according to that designed, body, it depends upon the food. See, parasites, the body structure, the system is not designed like us. Okay, so they cannot, they cannot eat the animals like us, or they cannot eat the plants, like us, because the system is not designed in that manner. Okay, and for if you consider about us, our system is different. See, if you compare the system with amoeba, do you think our system body structure and complete systems present in our body is similar to the amoeba?
No,
It is not. See, if you have the question, like the question why the amoeba can't be omnivorous, or why it cannot be like us. So if you see the functioning of our body or the system, the structure, then it's not same. Okay. So in this manner, the amoeba doesn't take the food as we take. Got it? See, first thing is it is unicellular. It is having only one cell. It doesn't have, the systems which we have in our body: respiratory, nervous, digestive, so many circulation. So this, it doesn't have like specific organs are not there. So only one cell will be performing all the things. So the structure is different, the function is different. It is unicellular, we are multicellular. So if you overall see this, so the mode of nutrition also will be different. Got it? Am I
yes,
clear?
ma'am.
So parasites also, if you go with a deep this, the mode of nutrition, why it is different? Because the body language or the structure, the functioning are different from other organisms. So they don't have like teeth to chew the flesh or eat like that. So most of the nutrients, like in the liquid form, they have the special organs to suck. See, the bees, if you consider, the small flies, if you consider, they cannot chew the hard things. They will be always taking the liquid ones, because they have the structure, they have the specific organs to suck it. So like this depends upon the body size and structure, how it is made, the mode of nutrition also uh, for them. Okay, got it?
Yes,
Okay, so see here the nutrition in amoeba. Okay, see, as all you know that amoeba is shapeless. It can be any shape, it can acquire any shape. Okay, see, if the diagram is asked in the exam, just draw it. It's very easy. Now see, this amoeba, if it sees, the food particle, if it is having nearby the food particle, okay. So what it will do, it will enlarge its body. What it will do, see, for example, now this area is having food particle. So this area, what it will do, it will just enlarge it like finger structures. Okay, finger-like structure, it will make its body, you know. So this finger-like structures are known as pseudopodia. Okay, so what it will do, if it is having particle here, food particle, then the shape of this will turn to finger-like structures. Then these finger-like structures are known as the pseudopodia. Then next what it will do, you know, it will engulf. Engulf in the sense it will just take the food particle inside it. Okay. Engulf means it is, you know, just taking it. Surrounding it will make a structure and take it inside the body. So there the digestion and the process will take place. You know, ingestion, that is the taking of the food inside. So see, it will appear like vacuole. Have you seen the vacuole in the plant cell? Yes. So it will surround. See, pseudopodia, these are the finger-like structures which will engulf the food particle into the body, then make it a vacuole-like. Then after that, the digestion, like everything, the step by step, the process will take place. In this manner, you know, the amoeba will take its nutrition. So here, just I'll read it. See, all of you see to the notes. Amoeba is a unicellular organism. The mode of nutrition in amoeba is holozoic. Okay. So in amoeba, the process of obtaining food is called phagocytosis. Now see here, this process. Now, how it is taking? First, when the food particle is seen by amoeba, the finger-like structures will be developed, which is known as the pseudopodia. Then it will engulf the food particle and take it inside it. This process is known as phagocytosis. Everybody got it? Everybody understood? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Phagocytosis. Okay, this is the feeding process. Feeding in this sense, taking the food. Okay, so phagocytosis is a process where the amoeba will enlarge the finger-like structure known as the pseudopodia, engulf the food particle and take it in. Yes. So the next thing, see, now it involved ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and ingestion. Now, ingestion is nothing but taking in the food. Digestion, all of you know the breaking down of the food. Okay. Then absorption. So whatever the nutrients are there, it will just absorb it. Assimilation, collecting everything to a part or the area. Collecting, that is assimilation. Then egestion. Egestion is nothing but the removal of the waste things from the body. So all, like, you know, in the process which are involved also in the human digestive system also. So somewhat it is similar. Now see, the next one is amoeba ingest food particle by forming temporary finger-like structure known as pseudopodia. Pseudopodia encaptured food and then it is digested by digestive system. So all of you have known the mode of nutrition in amoeba. All of you have understood? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you have understood? Any doubt? See, if you want to draw the diagram, if it is asked in the exam, Then draw the diagram in the sequence wise. The board is not a big one, so I cannot draw completely. So first you draw the amoeba, then the food particle you show it, okay. Then after that, the pseudopodia with the food particle, you draw that diagram. Then next one is engulfing you draw when it is taking the ingestion process, that you draw, and afterwards complete amoeba diagram, and the vacuole inside that food particle will be present. So you just produce it, and then digestion one you have you draw the diagram. Okay, like this in the sequence manner you draw the diagram. Got it, everybody? Yes, children, all of you have understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, it is a reviewers or carnivores or omnivores?
It is Holozoic. The mode of nutrition, it is Holozoic. Amoeba is a Holozoic, okay? Now you know the meaning of Holozoic. I have explained you. Can you tell me what do you mean by Holozoic?
Organisms take in whole food and then digest it into smaller particles with enzymes.
Yes. So amoeba also, what it will do, the whole food particle, when it appears, when it sees, then it completely takes the whole food particle. So it is Holozoic. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay.
Ma'am,
See, then
Ma'am,
next,
it takes-
yes.
ma'am, it takes veg or non-veg.
So see, it now it depends upon the food particle. If it is having any insect like, then it will trap it. So whatever, like, the food particle is having in front of it, it will just engulf it.
Yes,
Ma'am.
ma'am.
Got it?
I have one question.
Yes, sir. Yes.
If amoeba can reproduce through cell division, which is called fission, ma'am, then why doesn't it becomes multicellular?
See, this see this question. Now answer I'll tell you in reproductive system, okay, at that time, because now if I go with this, then again some other topic will be carried out, okay. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll answer to your question, no need, because see, now if I'll tell you the fission, the cell division, mitosis, meiosis, and this, if I'll go with this discussion, then it takes a long discussion. So in next, you have the lessons at that time. I'll just clear your doubt. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, children. Now see, next one is we'll go with the nutrition in human beings. Okay. So all of you have know how we take the nutrition, the food. Okay. So anybody who can tell me what is the mode of nutrition in human beings? Yes.
Heterotrophic.
Heterotrophic. Yes. So heterotrophic nutrition. Just a minute. Okay. Now we are known as the heterotrophs. Fine. But how the heterotrophs? See, we are talking about human beings now, ourselves. How we take the food? See, amoeba we have seen. As soon as the food particle it sees, then the finger-like structures will be produced. There, that is known as pseudopodia. Then just it will engulf. Then it will take it in. Like this, we have seen. Then what about the human beings? How we take the food? Yes.
Ma'am, with the help of mouth.
Yes. See, very good. Now we have a specialized system in our body. Okay, for taking the food. So this system, digestive system, it is known as the digestive system, okay, of the human being. So digestive system is having certain organs, okay. Nutrition in humans. Now, see, we have a digestive system which is specialized one. Okay. So here, this digestive system is having many parts. The first, if you talk about the mouth, okay, then you have esophagus. Okay, so esophagus, then we have the windpipe or the trachea, then it is again connected to the stomach, then stomach, from there the small intestine, the large intestine, and last is the anus. Okay, so from the mouth, okay, from the mouth we have till the anus, called. Yes, children, can you tell me what is that tube-like structure called? From the mouth till the anus. Yes, anybody?
Alimentary canal.
Alimentary canal. Very good. So see here, the alimentary canal from the mouth till the anus, complete, the tube-like structure. It is known as the alimentary canal. So this we have divisions, okay. We have divisions. Now see, I think I have given you notes about this. Yes. Do I give you notes? Did I give you? Yes, students. Did I give you the notes about this? Nutrition in humans?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now see here, just go with that. All of you just see there. Holozoic nutrition. In this type of nutrition, one organism feeds upon another organism. We have studied holozoic nutritions are those nutritions where the organisms will depend upon other organisms. Okay. Then here the steps are taken. Okay. Ingestion is nothing but this is a process where the food is taken inside the body. So it is known as the ingestion. Then digestion is a process where the food is broken down into the simple form or simple worm, which further will get soluble. Okay. Then the next one is absorption. So absorption is the process by which digested food enters the blood. Okay. So here, whatever the food is broken down, which is made into the simple form and the molecules are soluble in it. So the cells which need the nutrients, they just absorb it and get into the bloodstream. Okay, then next one, see, assimilation is the process by which the food carried by the blood is utilized by the body. Now see here, whatever the nutrients are required by the cells. So here they are collected in the blood and then given to the cell. So here assimilation is nothing but collection of the things. Okay, here collection of the nutrients. It may be other things also, not only the nutrients, the oxygen and many things, whichever are required for the cellular function. So digestion is the process by which undigested food is thrown out of the body. So undigested food and even the waste materials which are produced during the cellular function are just removed out by the excretory organs. So here these are the processes which are taking place in the digestive system. Everybody got it? Can you tell me the first one? What happens? First
Ingestion,
which comes? Ingestion, then?
digestion,
Yes, then?
absorption,
Okay, then?
assimilation,
And last is?
digestion.
Digestion. Okay. Now see, we'll go with the step by step now. The human digestive system, the path taken by food as it traveled down the alimentary canal, which is a long tube starting at the mouth and ending in the anus. So here, if you see the figure, now see. The board is, it is very short, very small. So complete digestive system won't fit in it. See, the digestive system, if you see, from the mouth, if you have, then it is connected. Okay. Then to the stomach. Then from here, it is, as I told you, it is very small. So here, let me just show the picture of it. All of you can see this photo. All of you can see this diagram.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now see here, from the mouth, the canal, this alimentary canals from the mouth till here. See, this is the mouth, then esophagus, pharynx, larynx. Okay. Then you have now see here, windpipe. This is the trachea. Okay. So here we have bronchi, which opens to the lungs. Okay. Both, see, now this here it has a wall. Okay. Whenever the air travels, the food wall will be closed. Whenever the food travels, the air wall will be closed, like, so that the food doesn't enter into the lungs. What happens, when the food is taken in, then the message is sent to the brain. Suddenly, when it is traveling down, then suddenly the flap, the wall will just close it. Then the wind pipe, the air pipe also you can say, so it is just closed, then the food will travel to the stomach. Okay, so here from this stomach, now we have again two organs connected here. Okay, pancreas and liver. Then you have large intestine and small intestine. Then here this is anus. So complete the tube, the canal which starts from the mouth to anus is known as alimentary canal. Now see, in this, when the food is traveling, what is happening, the contraction and relaxation of the muscles will be taking place here. Here, what will happen when the food is entered? So how it is going down? There is a contraction and relaxation of the muscle. So here what will happen, if this is the alimentary canal and you have a food here, okay, so here the muscle will contract, then the food will be pushed down, then again relaxation, again the contraction, again like this, the movement of the muscles will take place so that the food is given downwards, not upwards. Okay, so this movement is known as peristalsis. What it is known as? Peristalsis movement. What it is known as?
Peristalsis.
Yes. So peristalsis is a process where the contraction and relaxation of the alimentary canal will push the food downwards to the stomach. Then from there, from small intestine, then large intestine. Okay. So this process is known as peristalsis or peristaltic movement. Got it? Everybody understood about this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the next thing, children, you have to practice the diagram. Okay, I'll just WhatsApp you, because in the exam the figure will be given and the parts to be labeled will be given. So you have to label the parts of the diagram, or even it may be asked draw the diagram of digestive system. Till now it is not like that asked, but still we can't say. So both the diagram and the labels, by heart the spellings, don't make the mistakes. Okay, when you are labeling it, the spelling should be correct, otherwise marks will be deducted. So now see, we will go with the mouth. Okay, in the mouth, what we find? What do we find in the mouth? What are the parts?
Teeth.
Yes, but the first thing is now teeth here. So what is the function of teeth? Yes. So it will just break down or chewing the food. Okay. Now the next one, see, the process of chewing food is called as mastication. So here the mastication is done by the teeth. We are just breaking the food into the smaller one. So this process or chewing, doing like this, this process is known as mastication. So this is the word which is used as the science during the digestive system. So chewing of the food you can write in the exam, but if you write the mastication, then it will be more impressive one. Okay. Now, young children have only 20 teeth, which are called milk teeth. So, milk teeth start getting replaced by permanent teeth at the age of 7. So, beginning, when the child is born, so after a few months, the teeth start developing. So, these teeth are known as the milk teeth, which will be around 20. And afterwards, as the child starts growing, the milk teeth will also fall down. Then the permanent teeth will be erupted. Okay, the permanent teeth will be produced, which are till the lifetime. Okay, whenever. So it depends upon the person how he maintains the teeth. So at the 7 years, the permanent teeth starts erupting. Okay. So how many teeth the adult is having?
32.
32.
Yes. Yes. So the next one is the tongue. tongue, it is a muscular tissue. First of all, see, it doesn't have any bone. It is a muscular tissue and the secretory organ. Here, the enzymes will be secreted so that the food is moistened. Okay, so it will make the food wet. Then after that, it will be easy to grind or to break down the food. Now see, the tongue is a muscular organ attached to the floor of the mouth here. It helps in the process of chewing by pushing the food towards the teeth. It also helps to mix the food with saliva. The saliva which produces an enzyme known as, yes, what is that enzyme? Yes,
Salivary enzyme.
yes, salivary enzyme, but it has a name.
Salivary amylase.
Yes, amylase. Okay, so you remember this, children, it is important. So salivary amylase is the enzyme which is produced by the salivary gland. Okay. Now the next thing, see, the chewed food mixed with saliva, which is secreted by the salivary gland. An enzyme called amylase. You remember this. This question is, I think it is asked once. So salivary amylase is secreted by the salivary gland to moisten the food or to wet the food so that the food is again broken down into simpler one. And even the tongue will help to do the movement of the food towards the teeth. It will bring the food towards the teeth. Now the next is, see, it acts on the starch present in the food like roti, rice and bread and changes into sugar. Now amylase, what will happen? This enzyme, whenever it sees the starch, okay, which is present in the food like roti, this jawar roti, you know that. Okay, all of you know the jawar roti. Here it is famous. In South Karnataka, you don't find jawar roti. Yes? No answer? Pin drop silence? Yes, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here, these are the carbohydrate sources, you know, the food. So starch is converted to sugar by the amylase. So this is about the mouth. Okay. All of you have understood? So tomorrow we'll discuss about the remaining one. Yes? All of you have understood
ma'am.
till now? Digestive system, see, till now mouth we have covered. So tomorrow we'll go with the other parts of the digestive system. So let me give you some questions. Just a minute, I'll give you some of the questions. All of you have completed the notes? Yes? Are you writing? Children, are you writing?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you show me?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you completed the homework which I gave you last class?
Yes, ma'am.
Now show me your homework. Yes. Anybody? Kaif? Can you listen to me? Kaif? He left. Rakesh? Rakesh, can you listen? Priyanka, Nagraj, Bhagyashree, Sahil, Aditya. Can anybody show me the homework which you have completed? No one? That means no one completed the homework? Yes, I want the answer. No one completed the homework? No one has written the note? Put on your video. Yes, children, put on your video. Why don't you listen to my words? I don't understand. Are you admin? Really? Because this is online class, so you don't want to listen, you want to do whatever you want. If you are in the regular class, what do you do? Huh? What do you would do? If the same question is asked in the regular class, at that time you'll answer, na? At that time you'll answer or no? Huh? Saturday you'll be having test. Okay. So whatever the classes till Friday will be taken on that topic. So you'll be having test of 25 marks. So let me see. All of you will attend the test?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now your mouth is opened. So when I'm asking you the homework, the notes and everything, why don't you answer? Tell me. See, two things will be there. Either you have completed or you have not completed. If you have not completed, there might be a reason. You didn't get time, or you were out, you were watching TV, or you were playing game. Like anything, it may be. But tell me the genuine reason, na? Face it. See, try
Ma'am,
to.
notes are not with us, ma'am.
But I have sent you on WhatsApp, na?
No, ma'am. Books we have give for correction, ma'am.
You have given for correction, huh? Till now you didn't take? Huh?
No, ma'am. Sunday we are given, ma'am.
Okay. So all of you have given, or only few students have given? Yes? Is it Shreya talking to me?
No,
Yes?
ma'am.
Yes, dear. May I know your good name?
Ma'am, Sukanya.
Okay. Sukanya, everybody has given the notes, or only few students have given that this classwork book?
Ma'am, I think everybody has given the notes, ma'am.
Okay. So when you will collect it? Because Saturday I'll take the test for 25 marks. Yes.
Ma'am, when they will give, ma'am, then we will take my books.
Okay. So let me ask. Today I'll ask to sir. Okay. Then I'll inform you. Fine. Now see, write one question. Draw a label diagram. Everybody write down wherever, like in your rough book, or if you are maintaining any other science book, just write down that. Draw a label diagram. Draw a label diagram of the cross section Everybody is writing? I believe everybody is writing the question. Yes?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Okay. I repeat. Draw a labeled diagram of the cross section of a lace lamina to show chloroplast. To show chloroplast. Lamina to show chloroplast. Everybody wrote?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, everybody have written?
Excuse me, ma'am. Are you hearing me? I'm speaking from Sai Public School.
Yes.
I'm speaking from Sai Public School, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. Yes, tell me, ma'am.
Ma'am, so the time is up, so sir is asking to start the class, next class.
Oh, okay. Yes, thank you, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Sorry for the disturbance, ma'am.
Okay, it's okay, ma'am. Okay, children, take care. Bye-bye.
ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ವೈಸ್ ಮೊಬೈಲ್
Yes, good morning, students. Are you able to hear me now?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
ಇದು ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗೈತೆ ರೀ ಬಟ್ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ರೋಡ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅದ ಹಾಕೋದೈತಿ ಇದು ಈಗ ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅದ ಈಗ ಇದು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಲೂಟೂತ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಇದು ವೈಸ್ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರ್ತೈತೆ ರೀ ಚಾಲು ಆಯ್ತು ಕೊಡ್ರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
Yes, good morning, students. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, are you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ತಂದೆ. Hello? Hello, students.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. ಮತ್ತೇನು ಹಂಗ ಸುಮ್ಮ ಕೂತಿರಲ್ಲ ಒಂದ ಕಡೆ
Only one side. No, I was using only one. Yes, good morning, students. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So let's begin the class. So today I'm going to start a new chapter.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, when you will give back our books, ma'am?
I still didn't get all the books. Today I will take the books to the home. After correction, I'll give it.
Ma'am, because ma'am is asking
Okay.
how you have written the fair in the notes. They are telling to on the video and show me, ma'am. Today they have asked, ma'am. Because books with you, no,
I
ma'am.
didn't get all the books. Remaining members, those who have the books with you, you can show them. Okay? All the books are not here. So all the students have not given the books. So those who have the books with you, you can show them, ma'am. Okay? Remaining students, you have your books with you only. Okay? You show those books to the ma'am. I didn't get all the 47 books. That means still books are there with you, few members. So you can show those books to the ma'am. Is it clear? And about your marks in the FA1 rank list, sir told there is an error. He will correct it and again he will display. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yesterday, 2 students asked me that their name is not there and their marks has been in the science subject. In the column of the science, it is mentioned absent. Okay. So sir told that there is an error. So he will rectify the error and again he will give a final list. So let's begin the class. Is it clarified?
Yes, ma'am.
So let us start the new chapter. The human eye and the colorful world. Okay. The human eye and the colorful world. Okay, human eye and the colorful world. So in the previous chapter we learned about the refraction of light, correct? Yes or no? In the previous chapter, light, reflection and refraction, we have studied about the refraction of light. How it was undergoing refraction through a glass slab and through the lenses. And we understood the nature, position and size of the images obtained when the objects are kept at the different positions from the lens. Isn't it? We learned all these things in the previous chapter or not? Yes, answer me. Have you learned all this?
Yes, ma'am.
So we are going to use this in the study of the human eye. What happens in a human eye? It is refraction that is going
Rebecca madam is on leave. If you want, you can extend little class. No, if you want to continue. Otherwise, tell Kannada class.
Okay. Students, there is an information for you. Today there is no Kannada class. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So I was speaking about the refraction of light. Okay. In the previous class, we studied about the refraction through the lenses, the glass slab and all those things. And we understood how are the images formed when the objects are at different positions from the lenses. By using those properties, we will understand what is the thing going on in your human eye. What is the thing that is going to be there in the human eye? How does the human eye work? See, whatever the light is there surrounding us, it is entering in our eye and we are able to see the things around us. Yes or no? Whatever the things are there around us. If you are made to sit in a dark room, can you be able to see the things around you? Yes? Are you able to see the things in a dark room? Yes, answer me.
No, ma'am.
No, you will not be able to see. So the things which are in the light, that only you will be able to see. So when you are in a open place or anywhere else in a lighted room, the things, whatever they are there, no, the light from those things will fall or enter in your eye and you will be able to see the things around you. So what is the actual phenomenon going on in your human eye is, it is refraction. The total system in your eye is transparent. Whatever the parts of your eye is there, no, each and every part is transparent. All those parts are transparent, as a result of which refraction takes place step by step, and you will be able to see the things in your, and you will receive the signals to the brain and you will see the things as if they are in front of you. So all these things we are going to learn in this chapter. Along with this, we are going to learn how does the white light split into the different colors. Next thing, we are going to learn about the formation of the rainbow. How is the rainbow formed? Another thing is, why is the sky blue in color? So all these things we are going to learn in this chapter. Why we are saying the human eye and the colorful world? Colorful world. Okay, I'm saying about colorful world. With the help of the eye only, you can identify the color. Because of that only, the name is human eye and the colorful world. What does an eye consist of? A human eye consists of a lens. We are speaking about the refraction means there is a lens in the human eye. Okay, there is a lens in the human eye under which, through which the refraction takes place, and you will be able to see the things around you. So what are the parts of the human eye then? You know that human eye is one of the valuable and sensitive organ in your body. It is one of the most important organs. If there is a defect in the human eye, will you be able to see the thing? Otherwise, we like imagine that we are making you to close your eye and sit in a room. Close your eye and sit somewhere. And I'll ask you to identify the things. Will you be able to identify the things by closing the eye? Yes? Will you be able to identify the things by closing your eye?
No,
Can you
ma'am.
identify?
No, ma'am.
Up to some extent, you can identify. Up to some extent. For example, by touching the things, you will feel them. By touching it, for example, there are some games by closing the eye, you have to do like this. You have to identify the things, identify the different things, captain the balls, all those things. By touching them, you can identify. By touching, by feeling, by smelling, by seeing the by tasting them. By the taste, you can identify. But can you identify the color and the beauty by closing the eye? Yes?
No,
Can you
ma'am.
identify
No,
the
ma'am.
color?
No, ma'am, we
No.
cannot.
By closing the eye, you cannot identify the color and the beauty of the thing that is around you. So to identify the color and the beautiful world around you, you should open your eyes and see. Okay? You should open your eyes and then you have to see the beauty of the surrounding and identify the color. So let us come to the structure of the human eye. Let us understand what kind of the structure is there for a human eye. So it is almost spherical. Okay, the human eye is almost spherical. Not exactly, but it is almost spherical. The diameter is 2.3 centimeter. It is having the diameter of 2.3 centimeter. Usually they say 2.5, but it is mentioned 2.3 in your textbook. So we'll say that the diameter of a normal human eye is 2.3 centimeters. Okay, it is almost spherical. So the diameter is given as, what is the diameter given for the human eye? What is the approximate diameter of a human eye given? Yes, how many centimeters is the diameter?
2.3.
2.3 centimeters. The approximate diameter of a human eye is 2.3 centimeters. So let me draw the diagram and explain. I didn't get the chart because it is in that school. So I will explain by drawing only. Is it looking almost similar to the structure that is given in your textbook? Yes, observe, see. This is almost spherical. This is the human eye. Imagine that it is a human eye. So it is almost spherical, see. So this is the structure, outer structure of a human eye. It is looking almost spherical. Okay. Then there is a aqueous humor, vitreous humor. This is iris. This is a pupil. There is a lens here. These are the ciliary muscles. Lens is attached to the ciliary muscles. There is a liquid here, which is called as vitreous humor. There is a liquid here, which is called as aqueous humor. This is exactly similar to the structure given in your textbook. See, observe. Is it looking like a human eye? Yes, students, can you see what is drawn on the board? Yes, answer me. Can you see the diagram on the board?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is a human eye. This is the outermost layer. Here everything is transparent only. This is the outermost layer called as cornea. Okay, the outermost layer is cornea. This is aqueous humor. This liquid, it is called as aqueous humor. Here is another liquid which is called as vitreous humor. This is the screen, light sensitive screen, which is called as retina. This is an optic nerve which reaches the brain. Optic nerve. These are the ciliary muscles. This and this. These are the ciliary muscles which controls the elongation and compression of the lens. These are called as ciliary muscles. Ciliary muscles. Okay, ciliary muscles, aqueous humor, vitreous humor. This is iris. This black color thing is called as iris. This hole is called as pupil. Okay, this hole is called as pupil, not pupil, it is pupil. So use all the parts named properly. See, lens. I didn't mention the lens. This is a lens. See, this is a lens. Is it clear now? See, the outermost portion is cornea, then iris. Pupil is written, ciliary muscles, aqueous humor. This lens is called as crystalline lens. Okay, it is called as crystalline lens. Crystalline lens. So this is the structure of the human eye. So how does it work? Let us understand now. This is the outermost transparent membrane. This is called as cornea. The outermost transparent membrane is called as cornea. Here maximum refraction takes place. What is this outermost membrane called as? Is what it is called?
Cornea.
Cornea. It is called as? Not corona, not your corona. It is called as cornea. What is it is called? Yes, how it is pronounced?
Cornea.
Cornea. This is cornea. This is the outermost membrane, which is transparent membrane. It is bulged in front of, bulged portion of your eye, bulged portion of your front portion of your eye. It is the bulged front portion. It is a thin transparent membrane. It is the outermost membrane and the name given to it is cornea. And here the maximum refraction takes place. Where the maximum refraction takes place? It is in which membrane? Is the maximum in? Yes, in cornea, that is the outermost membrane. This is the outermost membrane, which is the transparent one, and here the maximum refraction takes place, and it is pronounced as cornea. Next to it, there is a liquid called aqueous humor. Next to it, there is a liquid called aqueous humor. Here there is a liquid, and here is also a liquid. Both the liquids are separate. This liquid is called as aqueous humor, and the liquid in the inner portion is called as vitreous humor. See, the liquid in the outer portion is called as aqueous humor. What is this liquid called as? Yes?
Aqueous humor.
Aqueous humor. And the liquid in the innermost portion is called as? Yes, what it is called?
Vitreous humor.
Vitreous humor. Inner portion, the liquid is called as vitreous humor. Outer portion, the liquid is called as aqueous humor. What is the work of this outermost transparent membrane? Here maximum refraction takes place. The maximum amount of the refraction takes place in this membrane. Okay. Next, let us come to the iris. This is a dark muscular diaphragm which controls the size of the pupil. See, when you see your eye, you will be able to see that there is a hole, small hole in the center portion of your eye. That hole is called as pupil. This portion, it is called as pupil. This hole is called as pupil. It may be enlarged or diminished. That hole will be enlarged and diminished, and that is controlled by this muscular diaphragm. Dark muscular diaphragm is there, no? Dark color, you can see black color. Dark black color diaphragm. That muscular diaphragm is called as iris. See, here iris. This side also. This both the portions. Here one, when you observe, it will come like this thing. When you see visually, practically when you see in your eye, this is a black color thing, then you will see that there is a small hole like structure in your eye. Okay. Imagine that this is an eye. You will see a dark black color thing here and small hole here. This small hole is called as pupil. The small hole is called as pupil. And this dark color muscular diaphragm is called as iris. This is your iris. And what is the work of this iris is, it controls the size of the pupil. It controls the size of that hole. That hole is called as pupil. That hole is called as pupil. What is the work of this iris is, this iris controls the size of the pupil and further controls the amount of light entering in your eye. It regulates the amount of light. It regulates the amount of light entering in your eye. When there is a bright light, what does it do? It contracts. It contracts. It contracts and it allows only less amount of light to enter in your eye. Which one will contract? This iris will contract. When there is a bright light, the iris will contract and it allows only less amount of light to enter in your eye and you will be able to see the things around you. If there is a dim light, if the light is dim, what happens? This iris expands. It expands. This iris expands and the pupil will increase. The pupil will increase in its size and maximum amount of light enters in your eye and you will be able to see the things around you. Okay. What is the work of this iris is? It regulates the amount of light entering in your eye. The work of iris is to regulate the amount of light. Further, it regulates the size of the pupil. It enlarges and decreases the size of the pupil by expansion and contraction. When there is a bright light, it contracts. It allows less amount of the light to enter to it. If there is a dim light, it expands and maximum amount of light can be entered through the eye and you will be able to see the things around you. Okay. Next to iris. Next to iris, these are called as ciliary muscles. Ciliary muscles, okay? These ciliary muscles are attached to a lens, crystalline lens. A normal lens, whatever we have studied was made up of a glass. But this lens is made up of the crystalline. It is a crystalline lens which is made up of fibrous jelly-like material. If a glass was there, glass lens was there in your eye, it would have been damaged your remaining parts of the eye. Okay, so it is made up of a fibrous jelly-like material. What is made up of a fibrous jelly-like material? This crystalline lens. The crystalline lens in your eye is made up of fibrous jelly-like material. So what is the crystalline lens made up of? What is the crystalline lens made up of? Yes. What does it consist of? It is composed of
jelly-like material.
Jelly-like material. This crystalline lens in the human eye is made up of fibrous jelly-like material. As a result of which it cannot be broken. It is flexible. It is flexible. It may be elongated and it may be contracted. What happens to this crystalline lens? Since it is made up of fibrous jelly-like material, it will be when the ciliary muscles stretch it, it will be elongated. What is the work of this ciliary muscles is, these ciliary muscles are attached to this crystalline lens. You can see the diagram clearly seen. This and this, these two portions, this portion, this and this portion, I am saying that these are the ciliary muscles. These ciliary muscles are holding this crystalline lens between them. This is also ciliary muscle, this is also ciliary. So these ciliary muscles are holding the crystalline lens between them. So what is the work of these ciliary muscles is, they will stretch the lens and elongate it. That means they will stretch. They will stretch the lens, and elongate it means they are naturally increases the focal length of the lens, and they will contract also. They will contract also, so that the lens will become thick. If they elongate the lens will become large, means it is becoming thin. The lens is becoming thin. This ciliary muscles elongate the lens and make it thin and increases its focal length. When they contract, they increase the thickness of the lens and further decrease the focal length. So understanding now, these ciliary muscles, they control the size of the lens. They can elongate and contract the lens. So depending on the position of the object from your eye, these ciliary muscles, they get adjusted by themselves. They will get, it is a natural phenomenon, it is a God gift, okay? It's a God gift based on the position of the object from your eye, this ciliary muscles adjusts the focal length of this lens. They are elongating and contracting the lens, means they are adjusting the focal length of this lens. You cannot change the lens. If you want to see the objects which are far away, you'll keep a focal length of a larger focal length, and then remove it and keep a focal length of a smaller focal. Keep a lens of smaller focal length. If you want to see the object nearer to you, you can't do all these things. This is a God gift. This is a natural thing. This is done by the ciliary muscles. These ciliary muscles, what they will do? They will stretch the crystalline lens and elongate it. By elongation, the lens is becoming thin. Due to the elongation, the lens is becoming thin. See, if the ciliary muscles, if earlier the lens was like this, these are the ciliary muscles attached to it. Then if you want to see the things which are very far away, you want a lens of larger focal length, then the lens will be elongated. These muscles will stretch it. These muscles will stretch the crystalline lens. When the muscles stretch the crystalline lens, what happens? Since they are stretching it, the lens is elongating. It is becoming long. The lens is becoming long. As a result of which, it is becoming thin also. It is becoming thin also. It is becoming thin means, since it is becoming thin, its focal length increases. We have studied in the previous chapter. Since it is becoming thin, the focal length is increasing. As the focal length is increasing, you will be able to see the things very far away from you. So what is the work of the ciliary muscles is, it controls the size of the crystalline lens. That means it controls the focal length of the lens in such a way that always you will be able to get exactly the image on the retina. This is the sensitive screen of the human eye. It is the sensitive screen, light sensitive screen. Okay, why I'm saying light sensitive screen? Because light finally falls on this portion of the eye, which is called as light sensitive screen, and it is named as retina. Okay, so what is the work of the ciliary muscles is, it controls the size of the crystalline lens, further controls the focal length of the lens, so that always the image is obtained on the retina only. Is it clear? So the work of the ciliary muscles, have you understood? So have you understood what is the work of the ciliary muscles? Yes. Understood? The next one is lens. And I told that the lens is made up of a fibrous jelly-like material. Okay, this is not a glass lens, it is a lens made up of fibrous jelly-like material. So this is a natural thing, naturally obtained, God-gifted thing. This is not of a glass. Now let us come to the next inner portion. And this, there is a liquid, and the liquid is named as vitreous humor. Finally, after undergoing the refraction through all these transparent things, all are transparent. Cornea is transparent, pupil is a hole, lens is transparent, the liquids are also transparent. After undergoing refraction through all these parts of the eye, finally you are going to get the image on retina. This is the screen of your eye. Okay, this is the screen of your eye, which is light sensitive, which is sensitive to the light. So this light sensitive screen of an human eye is named as retina. What is the name given to the screen of the human eye? Yes, what is the name given?
Retina.
Retina. Finally, the image after refraction through all these things will fall on retina, and this is light sensitive, I am saying you. When the light falls on this, it has a cells. It has a light sensitive cells which generates. It has light sensitive cells. There are light sensitive cells. The cells which are very sensitive towards the light, those cells generate the electrical signals. There are small cells in this retina which are called as light sensitive cells. When the light, that means when the image is formed on this retina, that means when the ray of light is falling on this, that means when illumination takes place on this screen, these cells generate the electrical signals. What does they do? They generate the electrical signals. Which will generate the electrical signals? Yes, which will generate the electrical signals? The cells on the retina. There are cells in the retina. They will produce the electrical signals. Those electrical signals are sent to the brain. Those electrical signals are sent to the brain through this optic nerve. Okay? Through this optic nerve, these signals, the signals generated by the cells in the retina, these signals are sent to the brain via through the optic nerve. When these signals reach the brain interprets those signals, and you will be able to see the object as if they are in the same position in front of you. As they are in front of you, you will be able to see them and you will be able to identify them as they are in front of you exactly in the same way. Okay, this is the phenomenon that is going on in your human eye. This is the structure of human eye. So have you understood about this? So anybody, any doubt about the structure of the human eye? Yes? Are the parts of the human eye clear to you? Yes? Any doubt in anything?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Once again, I'll explain you. See, this is your human eye. It is almost spherical. The diameter of it is almost equal to 2.3 centimeters. Okay, it is almost spherical, and the diameter is 2.3 centimeters. And the outermost transparent flexible layer is called as. This is the outermost transparent layer, which is named as cornea, and here maximum amount of refraction takes place. After this, there is a liquid which is called as aqueous humor. It is also transparent. Next comes the iris. Both the sides, there will be a black membrane, dark muscular diaphragm. Okay, dark muscular diaphragm. This is called as iris. Okay, dark muscular diaphragm. It is called as iris. What is the work of iris? It controls the size of the pupil. This hole is called as pupil. It controls the size of the pupil, further controls or regulates the amount of light entering into the eye. It controls the amount of light entering in your eye. That is, it is the work of iris. Next comes the lens, the crystalline lens. It is been fixed to the ciliary muscle. This ciliary muscle regulates the size of the lens based on the position of the object and then the amount of light entering in your eye. it regulates the size of the pupil. These ciliary muscles controls the size of the pupil, further controls the focal length of the crystalline lens. Okay, next comes another liquid which is called as vitreous humor. It is also a transparent liquid. And finally, after diffraction through all these surfaces or all these structure, we should say that all this structure, the image is formed on the light sensitive screen. This is called as retina. What it is called? The screen of the human eye, which is named as, what is the name given to the screen of the human eye? Yes, what is the name? Yes, what is the name? It is called as, once again, what is the name? It is retina, and it is light sensitive. It is a light sensitive screen. Because of that, when the light falls on it, it generates the electrical signals. These electrical signals are sent to the brain, via through this nerve, which is called as optic nerve. And when the brain receives those signals, you will be able to see the things around you. So is it clear about this? Any doubt in the structure of the human eye? You should be very clear, see. So let us come to the next thing now. The next thing is, after studying about the structure of the human eye, there is a thing given in your book. Why the images will be blurred? Why the images are blurred in the human eye? What happens? Why you will be not able to see the things exactly? Because if any of the structures that are here, any of the structures of this human eye gets damaged, it may be cornea, it may be pupil, it may be iris, ciliary muscles, anything, any structure of the human eye, there is any defect in this structure, that means there is a damage in the human eye, as a result of which you may get the image before the retina or after the retina, as a result of which you will not be able to see the things clearly. The image appears to be blurred. You will not be able to see the things clearly. What happens? Why all these things happen? Means because of the damage in any part or any structure of this human eye. If any single structure gets damaged, then you will not be able to see the things properly. The image may be blurred. So why does all these things happen? Means this is due to the damage of any part of this human eye. So what you should do then? What is the thing that you have to do? At that time, they will give you the lenses. Based on the defect, they will try to correct the defect either by the medicine or by using the spectacles. Now, if you come from imagine the thing that you are in the bright sunlight outside. You are standing in the bright sunlight outside. Suddenly, if you come inside a room which is having a dim light, can you be able to see the things inside the room? Yes? Imagine that you are standing outside in a bright light, and suddenly you will enter in a room where the light is very dim. Can you be able to see the things inside the room? For a few moments, you will not be able to see the things properly. Okay, for a few moments, you will not be able to see the things properly when you enter from a bright light to a dim light. But after a few seconds, again, you will be able to see the things in the dim light also. Why this happens means, just now I had explained you, when you are in a bright light, this ciliary muscles, this will compress the lens, as a result of which very less amount of this iris will decrease the size of the pupil. Iris will decrease the size of the pupil. When you are in a bright light, this iris will decrease the size of the pupil. At that time, a very less amount of light is entering in your eye. It contracts. Iris contracts and less amount of light enters in your eye. At that position, if you suddenly enter a room which is having dim light, then what will be the thing happening there? Your iris is contracted. The pupil has become very small. If the pupil is small, less amount of light is entering. But you are in a bright light means, due to the bright light, you will be able to see the things in the bright light. But suddenly you are entering in a room where the light is dim means your pupil is short. At that time, first of all, the light is dim in the room. Okay. If the light is dim in the room, even very less amount of light is entering in your eye means at that position you will be unable to see the things clearly. After a few moments, again there is expand. Again there is expand and maximum amount of light enters in your eye in the dim room and you will be able to see the things clearly. This is done by the expansion and contraction of the iris. This is controlled by iris. The amount of entering of the light in your eye is controlled by or regulated by the iris. Understood? This is because when you enter from a bright light to a dim light room, you will not be able to see the things for a few seconds. After that, again, you will be able to see the things even in the dim light also. Is it clarified? So why you will be able to see the things blurred? Because of the damage of the things, or based on the amount of light entering, based on the position where you were standing earlier and now where you are standing. Earlier you were in the bright light, now you are entered in a dim light. Suddenly, the contraction or expansion of the iris will make the image blur. Because of the sudden contraction expansion of the iris makes the image blur, or due to the damage in any part of any structure of this human eye will result in the blurred images. Is it clear? Why you will get the blurred images in your human eye? Yes, what is the first reason that you are going to get the blurred images? Because of the visual impairment. If any one part gets damaged, the visual impairment takes place. Because of the visual impairment in any part of this, you will not be able to see the things clearly. So what is the reason that you are not able to see the things clearly? Yes, what is the reason why you will not be able to see the things clearly is damage in, yes, answer me, damage in any one part or more than one part of this human eye. So why you are not able to see the things clearly means there may be damage in one or more than one structures of this eye, or the position where you are standing previously and the next thing. Is it clear? Anybody any doubt in this?
No, ma'am.
No? So let us come to the next thing. Power of accommodation. What do you mean by power of accommodation? Power of accommodation means it is the ability of an eye lens to change its focal length. Now I say while explaining the shape of the structure of the eye, I told that the ciliary muscles expand and contract, compress, and they will compress the lens and they will elongate the lens. I told. Yes, no? They will compress and elongate the lens. Why they will compress and elongate the lens? Means they are changing the focal length of the lens. This ability of an eye lens, the ability of an eye lens to change the focal length, the ability of an eye lens to change the focal length to get the image always and exactly on the retina is called as power of accommodation. What do you mean by power of accommodation means? It is the ability of the eye lens to change the focal length, Why to change the focal length? To get the image exactly and always on the retina. Always you should get the image on retina only. Then only your eye, your brain interprets the messages. If the image is before the retina or behind the retina, you will not be able to see the things clearly. Why? Because the cells are in the retina only. The light sensitive cells which sends the signal to the brain are in retina only. Because of these cells in the retina, you are able to interpret the objects clearly. If the image is forming before the retina or behind the retina, then naturally you will not be able to receive the signals. So as the signals are not there, you will not be able to see the things clearly, or you may get the blurred images. So we were speaking about the power of accommodation. Power of accommodation is nothing but the ability of an eye lens to adjust its focal length. It adjusts its focal length to get the image exactly on the retina. This is the ability of an eye lens. Power of accommodation is nothing but the ability of an eye lens to get the image exactly on retina. So what is the power of accommodation now? Yes, what do you mean by power of accommodation?
The ability of eyes to adjust its focal
The
length.
ability of eye, what? To adjust it? Yes. What is it adjusting? It is adjusting it. It is adjusting it.
Focal length.
Focal length. It is adjusting its focal length. Why it is adjusting its focal length? Why it should adjust its focal length? Yes. Yes, why it should adjust its focal length? To get the clear image, exactly on the retina, to get the clear image exactly on the retina. So this is known as the power of accommodation. So let us learn the remaining things in the next class. Okay, bell has gone. Have you submitted the books, everybody? Yes? Have you submitted the books?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Almost
Yes,
all
ma'am.
the members, but the books are not 47 there outside. There are only few books are there. So what about the remaining members?
Ma'am, my books are completed, ma'am, but my father told he will come tomorrow and he will give.
Okay, if you are from faraway places, at least submit tomorrow. But those who are localites, at least you would have been submitted yesterday evening only. What did you do? Now I will, after correction, I will make the list tomorrow only and I will give to the sir. Have you started studying? Everybody, have you started studying?
And
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody is giving some reason. One or the other reason. Then when you are going to submit the books then? Now there is a festival also, I think so. Yes, no?
Yes, ma'am.
So take as soon as you get the time, bring and give the books fast. Okay? Don't waste your time. Complete your books, and as soon as your parents get the time or you will get the time, submit the books to the school. Okay? Is it clear? Thank you. And there is no math class, Kannada class today. Sorry, there is no Kannada class. Thank you.